Hello, what's up kabar? It's me, said, and let's get straight to the story. The mysterious case of Beyonce, or should I say Beyonce? We first met on Tinder and he asked for my Facebook, so I gave it to him. We chatted a little before it ended, and then around 2 weeks later, very randomly, I chatted him up. And before I knew it, we were chatting daily, and before I knew it, he sent me a selfie. Things escalated really quickly, and this is the part that I call crazy. He asked me to send nudes. I'm not prude, and if you know me, I'm game. But at the end of the day, I'm still a 90s kid, and all this online sexual activity is kind of new to me. So I was a bit hesitant at first. After the initial shock, much thought, and the fact that he bothered to ask me straight up and nicely, I just breathed through it and I done the deed. I am not kidding you. You all don't be judging me. I know some of you thirsty bitches who would do it willingly even without being asked. At this point in the whatever relationship, I don't even know if he's real, and the 2 pictures that he sent me felt fake, and when I brought it up, he was so defensive about it, and even fuckboys know better, like, fuck it, man. Besides, if he was really serious about wanting to be with me, he would want to clear things up, right? And yeah, as we chat along, I just found more and more loopholes. So this is where things get even crazier. Am I looking at the wrong place? Because I already shot myself in the foot, I just played along, and you know, when you want something to work out, you just give yourself excuses on why things are like this. But let me tell you the red flag, which is the most ridiculous red flag, but it was my wake-up call. Yeah, so there were a lot of signs that were telling me that, you know, this guy may not be real and I'm wasting my time, but I ignored it, and this was the biggest red flag, and it was my wake-up call, which is funny because I don't think people will even think of it, but it was my biggest wake-up call. Okay, it was like a red flag right in the face, because okay, how would I put it? One example, which is so why the red flag was in my face, is because it's kind of racist, but he told me that he is Korean, and yeah, I kind of knew that Koreans are kind of perverted, so that's why I kind of let it pass at first. But then he kept insisting that I use Facebook Messenger, and he didn't want to move the conversation to Kakao Talk. So at first I thought that, you know, fine. So after asking him again, he said that he doesn't have Kakao Talk. Which Korean does not have Kakao Talk? Even ajushis and kids these days have Kakao Talk. And to me, the only time a Korean doesn't want to let you know that they have Kakao Talk is when they're not serious with you. So this was like a huge red flag right in my face, and I kind of knew that he wasn't real. So crazy, right? And the longer it dragged out, the more I thought that his replies weren't Korean enough for me. Like, I'm no expert, but I'm deep enough in the case scene to know, like, you know, the voice and the tone of your language is not Korean. So who the hell does he think he is? I mean, if you're watching this from Singapore, his replies are very, sounds to me like it's from a Chico uncle, and by Chico I mean, like, you know, Chico Pei. So yeah, I was like, is this guy for real? He think he who Nikuna. Okay, at least he uses a Samsung phone, and if this guy turns out to be your friend, then sorry, not sorry. The messaging went on, and at the same time he was getting more pushy, and also he was being quite passive about it, so we kept going in circles and it was driving me crazy. The shit I got to do for a fucking meetup, it was like beyond me. For more details, you can check out the blog post link below in the description. And throughout the whole thing, he just is so freaking annoying, because I mean, you know, it's like sometimes it feels like he's a overly attached boyfriend, but I doubt so. It's like we can't even have a healthy conversation, so I avoided him, and then he always spams me. I'm so glad to be done with him because I don't fuck with you. Eventually, he asked for a sex tape, and he even went on to request specific things. Like, who the hell does this guy think he is? I'm not a bitch. I had a lot of doubts, and I trust my guts, so I tried to end things nicely, and he did not take it well at all. I can't believe he blocked me. He even had the audacity to say that I played and used him, when I think he played and used me more. Guess I'm not the boring, innocent virgin girl that you didn't want to marry after all. If you are a real person and you happen to be watching this, I think that you should go get help. If you are a scammer who's depressed or stressed that I strung you along, then boo-hoo, cry more. Seriously, no one asked you to spark my curiosity, and I think you just messed with the wrong woman. Number one, if I wanted something rewarding, I could get it myself. Number two, if I wanted something romantic, I could get it without having to do all those bullshit. And number three, the promise of marriage don't mean shit to me. You should really check out the blog post in my description below and get to see the whole messages on how things were, and tell me what you think. Some of you were super nice to say that you are surprised that I even bother to entertain this dubious douchebag. That's pretty much the lowdown. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Was he the one that got away? Was it a close call? And what would you have done if you were me? Before filming this, I've told this to other people, and they all agreed that I did the right thing. For what it's worth, I think that it was an interesting experience, and bad dates happen to everyone. I still consider myself lucky because I think I'm blessed with the lovely online community that I have here, so I'm always thankful for it. Some of my friends in real life, they don't even know some things about me when you guys do. So I guess it translates from YouTube. Like, I feel like you guys understand me more and we can click, literally click, well, but we can click and relate. So I have no regrets. And just to clear things up, I'm still on Tinder and I don't really put much effort in my profile, so I don't take it seriously. At least not that seriously, so please don't worry about me. I'm glad that this thing is over and I'm so done with him already, and I actually have quite a lot of things that I need to get back to. Okay, let me try. Yeah, so thank you to everyone on Tinder who has given me a good experience, and I look forward to more good ones.